Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass. 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends. What I lost. Wake me up when September ends. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass. 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Wake
sneaked on everywhere and tried to hide it.
Ain't those lows here nothing but goodbyes? It's like singing a song cannot be sung. It's like having a grandchild, but yet to have begun. Lord, hey, hey, now where I am at times I just can't tell. Hey, hey, now I'm alone.
Who's your favorite teacher of all time?
This time.
All that you know and all that you knew. In the end, child, tell me what's it all mean to you. Don't forget just who and where
If
you
you could marry any teacher, who would it be?
Miss Wilkins.
You can spread your wings, son, but don't you spread yourself too far, yeah. Hey, now, where I am at times I just
What's your most embarrassing moment?
In 6th grade when Dustin kicked me in the nuts, I had to go to the office and Mr. Sturdy had to look at him.
yeah, yeah.
My advice for the underclassmen have to be keep your head high and don't take crap from other people. Don't do drugs.
My advice with the underclassmen is to not be too serious during your senior year and just have as much fun as possible.
My advice to the underclassmen is if they do the graffiti, don't do it on the lunchroom and make sure you don't get caught.
My advice is don't quit school now.
My advice would be to always work on your homework at night and take AP classes as much as you can.
My advice to the underclassmen is just keep your head up high, don't do drugs, and if you have nicotine fits at school, don't get caught dipping like Wiley.
If you don't see the video, I'll go now. When we were summer after the 10th grade, me, Ruth, and Tiffany went to Lake Ludwig and we were swimming and we were sitting on the dock and Ruth untied the back of my bathing suit and it fell off in front of some hot guys and I couldn't get it untied and she was trying to push me in the water. And it was really embarrassing. How much money have you spent on ice cream and cokes during lunch?
Oh my god. Like, I swear probably like $80. No, like 50. It's been a lot.
Other than your closest friends, who's going to be the hardest person for you to let go of?
Probably this guy, Dennis Holland.
Okay.
Popping.
My favorite class of all time was Coach Patterson's English class last year. We learned a whole bunch of stuff, and we had so much fun in there doing all kinds of interesting things.
What's your favorite candy?
Snickers.
What is the most embarrassing trip to the principal's office?
It's all said whore in Miss Bowen's class. Me and, was it Jean? I thought somebody said whore and somebody said whore. I didn't even explain.
My advice is to make sure and be careful not to get into too many activities at one time. And if you do, make sure you set some me time aside and to make sure you involve your family and friends. And don't be a hater.
If someone's been mean to you for 4 years, don't be dumb enough to run from the basketball camp. Right, Michaela?
High school's not all about being with one person. Just trust me, in the end, it's not worth turning your back on the people that really matter. Oh yeah, and don't do drugs.
Okay, in high school you should always speak your mind, but be careful with what you say because it could get you in a lot of trouble. Like, get you charged with terroristic threatening in the 2nd degree. Oh yeah, and save the drama for your mama.
In high school, there's a lot of peer pressure from a lot of different groups. But just know who you are and stay true to yourself and don't give in to anything you don't want to.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? And this is where I grew up. I think the president fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The 2nd floor is hot for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time had better things to do. Criminal record says I've broken twice. I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Life's better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh God, every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. Every memory of walking out the front door. I found the photo of a friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. We used to listen to the radio and sing along with every song we know. We said someday we'd find out how it feels to sing to more than just a steering wheel. Kim's the first girl I kissed. I was so nervous that I nearly missed. She's had a couple of kids since then. I haven't seen her since God knows when. Oh God, every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. Every memory of walking out the front door. Goodbye, goodbye. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Every time I do, it makes me.
I got no worse memory, but I hate it when people make me mad. It just makes me go off the chain. It's awful. Like his hat, his britches. But yeah, that's about it. No worse memory.
Just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away.
My worst hallway memory was whenever I was in 9th grade and there was water all over the floor and I slipped and fell into this really hot aid and everyone saw me in the hallway. It was really embarrassing and I ran away. And as I was running away, I ran into the door.
And I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep.
Jeff, who's your secret crush?
Good. And Adrian. I like Adrian. Autumn was here, would probably like her too.
I still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing.
Levi. Who will you miss the most next year?
Probably Kent.
You are alive, how many days of your high school career were spent in ISD?
I can tell you how much I did last year. This year, like somewhere in the 20s, 30 days maybe.
So your high school career, how many do you think?
I'd just say 100. Be safe.
You might as well just say like a high, very high
60s,
number.
70s.
In this moment forever, forever and ever.
My most memorable moment in school would be when Nate chickened out of the drag queen thing at the homecoming last year, and I had to dress up like a chick in front of the whole school, and he made me look like a retard. So thank you a lot for that.
My most memorable moment is Clarksville's game because it was the senior night, and yeah, and how we beat them, and how they rented charter buses and they didn't get to use them.
My most memorable moment for the whole high school career, I guess, would be the day that Sasha and I dressed up in our prom dresses and we were late to Spanish 3 class and Mr. Parker was looking at us like we are crazy because he didn't, I guess he didn't get the announcements about it being football homecoming week, and that was a lot of fun.
My most memorable moment would probably be Miss Holland's first year chemistry class last year, and somehow we got on the subject of whether or not Jean likes boys or girls, and we're all kind of beating around the bush because it's not polite to ask if you like boys or girls, and Katie just straight up asked her, she's like, "Are you a lesbian?" And everyone's kind of in shock that Katie even asked her, and then Jean stands up and she's like, "Yes, I like girls, I'm bi." And I was like, "Oh my Lord." And Miss Holland's like, "Oh my God." And we're like, how did we even get on the subject? It was kind of funny, but...
My most memorable moment would probably be whenever Lamar beat Clarksville. Yay! And then we dressed up and we painted warriors across our chests, and it was really cold, but we had a lot of fun. I love it.
My most memorable moment was probably when we were sitting in the cafeteria and Kia stood up and just screamed, "Ashley Holman's pregnant?" Everybody started staring at us. Ashley's face was so red. That's probably it.
This is my future wife. I love her.
Have you ever been caught parking illegally in the parking lot?
Yes.
Why?
My switch dash is valid parking.